The sky grows dark, decay underneath, the ravens in the sky, and kings shall deceive. We have come into the night, thunder and rage and war a night. We have come into the night, thunder and rage and war a night. We'll fight for kings, for Ragnarok. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. I can feel it in my veins, the warrior inside of me. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. The sounds of arms, fierce morality, the nightfall, the rain, and the silence leads. We have come into the night, thunder and rage and war a night. We have come into the night, thunder and rage and war a night. We'll fight for kings, for Ragnarok. Sail war. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. I can feel it in my veins, the warrior inside of me. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla.
Hey everybody, and welcome to our last edition of the Seer for this season. I'm joined by my co-host Hailstrom in Bulgaria. How you guys doing?
Good. How you doing today?
What's up? Finals hype.
Oh, we're here for the finals. Oh my gosh, it feels like a long season. I guess it's only been 10 weeks, but my god, it feels like forever.
Time flies when you're having fun.
And when you're having fun with the teams. But we're just going to bring you guys some semifinals discussion. Me and Bulgaria and Hailstrom here, and then we'll go into the finals, talk about it a little, and any questions you might have, of course, in the meanwhile. But if we want to jump into the first draft, we had on the right side of the bracket, NRO, Night Raid Owls versus Team League of Legends. And on the left side, which we'll get into later, we had Los Nomados versus Plague Gaming. But this is draft 1 for League of Legends versus Night Raid Owls. All right, guys, give me your first impressions. Who do you think would win here? What do you like? What do you dislike?
They gave Kazuto his Cassiopeia.
But they gave Pugs his Cassante, who every time he's played that, I think he's pretty much popped off on Cassante because balanced champion.
He has
he
looked
loves
scary
Cassante,
on
man.
him, but Cassiopeia has this thing called a root, and also like has no cooldown on her E. So I don't know, man.
The bot lane for League of Legends just looks like cancer.
Yeah, it's
Just poke
you
for
would-
days.
You would think that wouldn't be that good for a couple reasons. One, because Nautilus malfight into that. And two, because they just nerfed Ashe. So you would assume it wouldn't really be that great.
it's still gonna be annoying early. It's still very abusive
Fuck,
pre-6.
It's Riot
Valhalla
trying to
Esports.
nerf a champion, so it's like slightly worse by 1%.
Yeah. It sometimes might completely ruin it. Sometimes it does nothing. Whoever knows. But let's see the results for the first game. Oh my god. I mean, so honestly, not what I would expect after looking at the comps. Like I would have expected the bot lane to struggle into all the engage of NRO, but they
They
didn't seem to
were
have any problems at all.
they were struggling a little bit early. They were getting hit by some nice hooks from Lethal, but once they
Yeah.
got basically level 3 / a little bit of items under their belt, just the poke plus double short range with a Nautilus and Samira made that lane really
Yeah.
tough for the
Made it
side of
rough.
NRO.
The Samira nerfs actually kind of hit her pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen her going as nuts as I felt like she was when we started this season.
And
But
I was surprised by the top lane matchup where Garen's playing into a counter there, and it looks like he just absolutely dominated that lane.
kind of a counter, but he has Conquer, so he just eased through the Malphite armor.
yeah, it's not really a counter for Garen, but the Malphite ended up maxing W and not E. So without the E max, there was no reduction to the attack speed, which lowers his E damage. So it was a
Yeah,
rough
Garen.
time for Ibambo.
Yeah, Stride Breaker into Black Cleaver kind of deal. That's not going to be easy to deal with.
And
But
then,
yeah, Grandma just consistently dominating at the top lane.
yeah, he's been killing it.
Yeah.
Likes playing those just bully champions. If I get ahead, then I win this lane, and I will split push until this game ends.
And Sable went full AP here, but like his KDA is literally he's like the perfect support KDA almost. But he's still going full damage, so it's surprising that he didn't have a kill. But I mean, he was clearly there for a lot of the kills because I mean, 10 KP is nothing to scoff at here.
Just leaving it for his carries in the Kazuto, Mombi Senpai, and Graminette. And we see Pugs did do fairly well in this Kasante. It was still 5-4-2. Was trying to pop off, but couldn't quite get there with the Cassiopeia getting up to 8-6-1, piloted by Kazuto.
It was just a clean first game, but let's see how they changed it going into draft 2.
Draft 2.
Wow. So almost the exact same League of Legends team. I had to double take at their team to make sure it wasn't the same team.
just swapped out the jungle and the top.
Yeah, and Night Raid Owls with the just press R comps that they like so well, the Lilia, the Ornn, Cassante.
Yeah,
But I like their bot lane. I remember they switched up to be more long range bot after that first game.
Yeah, I liked their pivot. The first team comp was very much short range across all 5 characters. Grabbing the Caitlyn and Morg was definitely helpful for them. Putting Ibam Bao back on his Ornn pick was good. Just likes to try and go even in lane and get those ornaments once you hit level 13.
But now, all right. I know you know the results. But if you were looking at the comms, who would you guys guess would win here?
League of Legends. I think
Well,
League
what
of
do you
Legends has a better. So they got the Mundo front line, which is just Mundo. You have the engage with the Wukong, Ashe, Arrow. If you can get it set up into the MF ult with the Cassiopeia, Wukong, and Ashe kind of all helping slow or get them stuck in that MF ult, you could theoretically, because Pugs are cute, Ornn are going to want to kind of run at them, so's Lilia. You get any of them stuck in that CC they got in front of that MF, and they are looking to have a great time.
Yeah, the problem is it'd be hard to hold any of those front lines, assuming Lilia doesn't go in first. It'd be hard to hold any of them still without them just knocking up your whole back line. You didn't really have a lot of CC to peel for your Cassiopeia, Ashe, or Misfortune.
Well,
Mundo literally has no CC.
Yeah, but
Night Raid Owls has low damage.
Night Raid Owls has really no damage. I honestly, looking at the comps, think League of Legends have more CC than Night Raid Owls too. So it's not like they're really going to get on and make someone sit, as long as you don't get hit with the Morgana Q.
Night Raid Owls goes in and presses.
Deity's out here simping for Mundo as per usual.
Yep. He's just Mundo.
This reminds me of the stream.
Night Red Owls had a lot of press R buttons there with like some CC chains. The Lily Asleep, the Morgana R, the Ornn R, Cassante R. But when there's no damage to back those up, I mean, it was just Caitlyn there, really.
Yeah,
I mean, unless Lilia pops off, but that's very rare.
Cassante does a lot of damage, and Pug shows that a lot. But I think
Yeah,
after
it's
the
just not
first
carry.
game, when it didn't go as well as you would have wanted into the Cassiopeia, it would have been nice to see a different counter pick to try and take on Kazuto's Cassiopeia. But he tried to run it back, but let's check out how they did.
Yeah, I was going to say, it wasn't like it was bad, it just wasn't winning them the games, Like maybe just an adjustment for that sake. But, I mean, look at his KDA. I remember, oh my god, 18, 5, and 13 on the Cassante. Like,
Yeah.
It's not like it's not working.
Yeah, it was popping off. It was just the issue where he would, in the later team fights, he could get usually 1 to 2 kills. Sometimes he get 3. But there was enough peel where he would then fall, and since he was all of the gold on his team, essentially getting that many kills, once the Cassante was down, it made it very rough. And Graminut doing the classic Graminut play, splitting on the Mundo, also had a lot of fun doing tower objectives, and we see he had 445 CS in this 15-minute game.
Yeah, he was absolutely going ballistic with the split pushing, I remember.
Mundo just
it was
goes
so
where he wants.
impressive.
I think I saw 3 times where he was probably way too pushed up illegally and just Mundo things, walked away, just not caring.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do to a Mundo? As Didi knows, I mean, it's one of the best champions in the game. So
it's also easier to do that as Mundo when they're lower damage, because then like your healing just has so much more value if you can't get bursted out.
yeah, I mean, exactly. He played it really well. I mean, even though Mundo's eaten 2 sets of nerfs in a row. Every time he's been changed, at least recently. I mean, he's still making it look pretty good. I haven't seen a Hullbreaker, Hearthsteel, Titanic Mundo in a hot minute in any of my solo queue games. But I think that was it, right? Yeah, that was the 2-0 for Team League of Legends. So I guess it just leaves our series.
A well-played series by League of Legends getting themselves into the finals.
Yeah. I mean, they were projected to lose in the first round and have exceeded expectations every round to make it to the finals.
I mean, they came in as the 7th seed, so they have upset everyone on the way there.
They're doing the Cinderella story all the way to the finals. Just one more team to take down. Everyone's rooting for them.
And we're going to figure out who that is here with Los Nomadas versus Play Gaming. I mean, it's going to be hard for me to act like I don't know how this ended because we played these games, but
I have no idea.
I know when they were casting it, they did talk about how they really liked Play Gaming's roster as a whole. And when we were sitting in comms, one of the things that we played for was the fact that they had no early game agency.
Yeah, we were talking about
great,
that also on the cast. As soon as this one went down, there was a worry where if it went even and it just got to late game, then they would destroy. But you guys definitely had a lot of agency in that early game and took advantage.
Yeah, sorry,
I think if I recall both the games, I think because we watched back the cast, we were not the favored team based off champ select in either game.
No.
Well,
but
for fair reason, that's certain points.
But like we were really prepared for the Aurelian Soul here. We knew Flimsy liked it, that he's been playing it a lot. It was either that or like Azir, but
that Azir
we were definitely
or the Aurelia, which we banned this game.
We had to put a lot of focus towards Flimsy. He's kind of good at the game, so we kind of tried to make it really hard for him to carry. But deity, if you want to go to the results for game 1.
There we go.
Oh my god.
We see Snurbopsy's big brain on display, drafting his team comp into that early agency and punishing the late game comp of Play Gaming.
Yeah, we really just took it to him. High Lord with being the support, the silent hero, the MVP of the series, really. Good 100 CS lead, but no kills. Was really putting in work on that Mordekaiser top. But
we were calling out High Lord's Flame Horizons.
Yeah.
There's like normal Boo out there carrying the bot lane.
Boo was on fire on that Morgana pick.
Yeah,
it was
Boo's Morgana
ridiculous.
nasty that
she
game.
hit like 80 to 90% of those bindings.
Yeah, it was absolutely ridiculous.
And
So
then I just see Modlock jump in on that little Tristana and go bop bop bop.
yeah. It was a fun time for the first game. I don't think they were ready for us to come as aggressively like out the gates there because we never really played like a Tristana aggressive kind of bot lane
Yeah.
until this point. So we definitely punished it in this first game. But if you want to kick it into the second game, because Play Gaming definitely adjusted their strategy well, really well, to what happened in the first game.
Yeah, for sure. They did not like facing that Karma, so they ended up first picking it to take it away. Ended up taking a Karma support. Also took away that Mordekaiser from High Lord in the second round of picks.
This was an interesting draft for us. I know we picked the Mumu Raka early, and we were talking about flexing the Raka, and then we decided to let Snurbopsy take it mid.
Yeah, we talked about it for a while.
he kind of said he had it into Aurelia. He knows how to play that matchup.
Yeah.
So he was very confident going in.
Snurbopsy knows the matchups. He would never feed in that mid lane.
He would not. He's a very supportive mid laner. I mean, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Snurbopsy over there.
This one, the whole time we were sitting during the draft when they took Karma first, we're like, you just take Caitlyn Lux 1-2. And then when you finally picked up Caitlyn, we're like, alright, so it'll just be Caitlyn's Raka, that's fine. Let Snurbopsy take whatever he wants mid. He picked up Lux, we're like, okay.
Yeah, nobody's ready for it. Nobody's ready for, like, people have some flex picks between, like, jungle top or jungle mid or something like that. Nobody's ready for the mid support flex picks.
did call this Raka mid.
Yeah.
And I did like to see a High Lord picking the Renekton. It's been a little while since I've seen Renekton, so that was nice to see.
Well, I think that's been mostly this season. I think KB's been the only one who's really broken out that Renekton in any of these games, and he's played it a couple times top.
Yep, KB's been liking it, but not as popular as it once was. But we'll head on to the game results, see how it went.
Let's look at the results. So the results were definitely not indicative of how this game played out. Play Gaming's comp was really well drafted, or at least into us. Flimsy played really, really well mid. I think he had an 8-0 start, if I'm not mistaken.
He had a very. I mean, as we were talking about, we mentioned it again earlier today when me and Mod were talking before the stream. There was a point in mid lane where you commented it on the, "Hey Snurbopsy, after your 5th death, might just not want to do that anymore."
Yeah, we were all having a good laugh.
Snurbopsy died one time early where he was playing it very well, very good on his spacing against Aurelia, and then just was at like 100 health, if that, and was standing barely out of auto range of the Aurelia who had flash. So Flimsy just flash autoed Soraka and got the kill, and I believe he died as he was flashing as well. And then after that point, Flimsy was just like on repeat. You'd see Soraka get to lane, and it'd be like, Soraka has died.
Yeah, it was either the 2nd or 3rd death. Snurbopsy just chimed in with like, "Yeah, I guess I can't really do that anymore." About walking anywhere near the minion wave.
But we nobody blamed him. We didn't really tilt. We just, I don't know, we were confident in ourselves. We figured we had it. We could play for the team fight because Soraka mid has a Soraka with that many resources. Her heal is just ridiculous.
Well, that, and as soon as, because we did a good job of keep making it. I think the only person, Arma got ahead a little bit, but Flimsy was the problem early.
Arma's doing really well bot lane.
Yeah, but into our comp, Aurelia wants to go in hard on the back line, and you have a Mumu, Raka, Lux, and Renekton all sitting on Mod, being like, "Have fun. We're not gonna park you."
Yeah, Aurelia was huge, again. But you guys did great. Not tilting. Good example of just having that big mental is huge. And the CC, whenever, as you said, the dive would come for Modlock, was impeccable. A couple of definitely planned ults from Bulgaria, stopping the Aurelia med Q. Definitely didn't happen by accident.
It was a really hard fought game though. I mean, we both were just clawing for that W, but like I said, they played it really, really well. That was easily the hardest game I feel like we have played since Bulgaria wasn't our jungler week 1, because He skis with Elon Musk, so he misses some of our games.
The usual. But with that, we got our
Priorities.
finals set up where we got League
Yep,
of
yep.
Legends against Los Nomadas.
Yep, with our new wonderful bracket. Thank you guys.
Do we have Bentage around? Can we get the Bentage prediction? Or
We have
Edie,
Bentage's prediction.
You want to
He
toss out a
had
prediction?
Bentage threw out the Los Nomadas 3-1 victory of the best of 5, which I think is the first time Bentage has ever picked Los Nomadas to win a game.
Yeah, Bentage has hesitated us all the way up to first seed and through the playoffs. Nobody believes in us ever. Nobody. Like
listen, we're only the number 1 seed, but
we're
the
number
underdog.
Yeah, we're the number 1 seed underdog. Literally, it's crazy. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be a really good game. But
That's right. You just need to tell Snerbopsy to practice this week, only feeding 8 kills to the mid lane, and then you'll be set.
It's the strategy.
So something interesting is the last time we played League of Legends, we had a different roster on Los Nomados. We had a different bot lane and top lane. So it'll be interesting to see how we square off with different lanes.
Yeah, we'll have to see, because in your series, High Lord was popping off. In the first series, Graminut was popping off. So
exactly.
We'll have to see who brings it in that top lane.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's going to be really, really close in every lane. And I think League of Legends really want that Cinderella story. So.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping for it. Everybody remember, go League of Legends. Los Nomadas are the bad guys that were on top for the bracket, so nobody likes them.
They
have too many mods on their team. They're cheating.
Yeah, we'll take that heat. We'll take that heat. We'll take it.
Team.
I think again though, this comes down to Snerbopsy versus Kazuto. Oh, there's the ads.
The ads.
I don't know if anyone else got hit with ads right now, but if not, I'll keep talking. Okay. So I think it comes down to that matchup. I think if Kazuto gets fed, that's where the trouble really starts to spell out for our team. They really do a great job funneling him in their team comp and playing around him. So it'll be interesting to see if. I know last time we did it, Snerbopsy managed to keep him under control. So if he can do that again, we'd be in a pretty good spot.
For sure. Remember that Kazuto likes Cassiopeia, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I think we banned that every game last time.
Look, if we're going to be honest, Snerbopsy's the brains behind the operation. So, we just let Snerbopsy be our guide. We are just instruments of Snerbopsy,
All I do is sit around and play Apex all week and then show up on Sunday.
Yeah, like Snerbopsy is just really the true carry here. And then High Lord, in terms of in-game, is the other carry.
And then for the actual carry, it's Boo, because she has to carry Modluck.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I really have a lot of faith in our team, but I don't know. I think League of Legends is playing out of their minds, so I think it'll be a really good one. So hopefully everybody shows up. Hopefully we have a huge viewership on Sunday for the finals. We can wrap up season 1 and venture on to season 2. Speaking of which, if you have not signed up for season 2 yet and you're in here, please go under Valhalla Esports to the text chat labeled website link. Go to the website and season 2, and you can find the sign up forms. Please, oh please, the faster you sign up, the faster we can start the season, because we can get salaries done, captains picked, etc. So don't get left behind. Sign up.
True.
Also, please keep in mind that Sunday the games are going to start at 8 p.m. a little bit earlier than normal. I know we're talking about getting this streamed up, so anyone who's looking to watch on Sunday, be sure to chime in at 8 p.m. That's when game 1 should be kicking off.
Thank you. I was about to say that. So yeah, keep an eye out around 8 p.m. Depending on when I'm free, we'll try to start it a little earlier so we can get some trash talk in, some predictions.
EST.
And yeah, come on, have some fun. Let's check out these teams duke it out for the season 1 victory.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a banger. But yeah, come out, support us. Let's have a good time. Wrap up season 1 the right way. But I think that's all for us, unless you guys have anything else. Kind of a quick podcast. Not a lot of games to review. Not a lot to go over. You can only speculate so much at this point,
Short and sweet.
Yeah. deity here in the chat will hopefully be on the desk with Fluffy and Hailstrom.
Yeah, we'll probably
Fluffy's
have all
gonna be
three of
carrying
us.
that game chat.
And then we might rotate in and out depending on how long the series goes. Since instead of a best of 3, this one will be a best of 5. So be ready for a lot of games.
Absolutely. Let's hunker down. Bring your sleeping bags. It's going to be a long one. But I think that's it for us, guys. Unless you guys have anything, I think we say our goodbyes here, and hopefully everybody has a good Friday. Have a drink for me.
Have a good Friday. Maybe we'll get some in-houses going. Have some League of Drinks. Let's have some fun.
If you're of age. If you're of age.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a good one, guys. See you.
Later.
See it.